Let's turn your cold call anxiety into excitement with proven strategies you can implement today.
Cold calling, especially for introverts, can be extremely difficult. People come to me and say, Stephen, I feel like I'm pretending to be somebody else while I'm on the phone. This feels so unnatural. Or they get sick to their stomach thinking about having to make cold calls the night before work or the morning of. If this sounds like you or something you're dealing with at the moment, know that there is 62% of the top performing salespeople self-identify as introverts, as per the Objective Management Group's assessment of over 2.3 million people. So if they can do it, you definitely can. Here are a few things that have helped me along the way that I hope helps you as well. The salespeople I have spoken to fall into one of the two camps of either being anxious that no one will pick up the phone, or people will hang up or dismiss you if you call strangers, or the other side where a stranger might pick up the phone and want to have a conversation with you. Some of you may fall somewhere in the middle or feel anxious about both scenarios, but let's unpack how that impacts us on a daily basis. If cold calling is part of your core role, having conversations with people who are unaware of yourself, your business, or what you do, this can cause a lot of anxiety the night before or the morning of work, leaving very little room for you to learn and grow, ultimately throwing you off your rhythm and stopping you from progressing in your career as well. Anxiety, like any other mental toll, has a huge impact on us emotionally and physically. So it's something we need to unpack and work on if we want to improve. This cold call anxiety is unique to each and every one of us. So I want you to take a moment and reflect on how cold calling makes you feel. I want you, if you're able, to grab a pen and paper and write down exactly what those emotions are, exactly what those feelings are when you think about cold calling or having conversations with strangers. Now that we've put these emotions and feelings on paper and we can see them with our eyes, let's turn this anxiety into excitement. So something I want you to try is to break out of social norms around conversations. I want you to trial this first with people you are really close with, your loved ones, your family, your friends, people that you speak to on a regular basis. And I want you to get super curious, partner. Ask about things that they are deeply passionate about and ask follow-up questions. Dig deeper. This is now creating a muscle of curiosity within conversations for you. Once you practice this enough and get comfortable asking questions around topics the other person is super passionate about, think about your work and how you can adapt this to your conversations with strangers at work. For example, for me, I work in the aged care space. So something I ask my clients is, how do you feel the sector is going at the moment? Which direction do you think our industry is headed for? Is there things that we should be worried about as experts in this space? What should we be focused on? Now, if you were at the wheel of the ship, where would you steer the industry to? What would you focus on if you're in charge of the decisions? This opens up the conversation to allow me to understand where their priorities are, how they view the industry, and what points I can relate back to. Things that I've researched or know about, I can share some value and create further conversation. But I find the best conversations really come from curiosity. When I don't know too much about a topic and the person I'm speaking to does, asking them about it, being genuinely curious, asking follow-up questions, and allowing them to take the floor really creates the best conversations. Our goal here is a fun conversation. To pick topics, pick things that you know this person is deeply passionate about. And if you don't know anything they're super passionate about, ask them, what are the things that you do in your spare time? Get really deep. What are the things that you're curious about? What are the things that keep you up at night, keep you wandering at 2 a.m.? Well, what are these things that they can talk on and on about for hours on end? Once you find this topic, practice curiosity.
Curiosity is just one of the tools you can use in your conversations to turn your cold call anxiety into excitement. If you are looking for more strategies, mindset shifts, and frameworks you can implement, feel free to reach out at readytoconsult.com. I'll see you there.